The acid test for Aston Villa against Manchester United this afternoon. Refreshed, rejuvenated by a winter break in the Caribbean. That's what we're about to find out. Well, Villa's season went into decline at the turn of the year when they were subjected to a humiliating 3-0 home defeat by Arsenal, from which they've not fully recovered. Just 1 point from the last 4 games has dropped them perilously close to the bottom 3. Their manager Graham Taylor has publicly expressed his dissatisfaction and accepts the rap. He says in the match programme today, "The buck stops with me. I think a little bit of looking in the mirror doesn't do any harm, provided it doesn't become self-persecution." Well, there have also been rumours flying about that he's about to resign. Well, here's another quote from the old match programme. "Do me a favour." Well, Villa are really fired up for this one, and part of Manchester United's incentive was provided by Nottingham Forest yesterday. They really did everybody a favour, didn't they, by opening up the championship race, winning at Highbury, the goals later on. Well, it's really since the turn of the year that the Mark Hughes-Brian McClair partnership has flourished, 30 goals between them and evenly distributed. And after an uncertain beginning to his Old Trafford career, Jim Leighton's reputation as a world-class goalkeeper is well and truly intact. That's what he was for Scotland against France on Wednesday night. Simply world-class.
Great save by Leighton. Good powerful shot. We could be in trouble. Papa! Saved miraculously there by Leighton, but how he did it, he'll never be able to tell you. Came off McLeish. Papa's going in. Oh, great save by Leighton.
Well, Jim Leighton plays this afternoon, but there is a surprise in goal for Aston Villa, as we hear now from Brian Moore.
Thanks a lot, Elton. Yes, Aston Villa, a late change in goal. 22-year-old Lee Butler gets the job, only his second league game of the season. Nigel Spink's gone down with a stomach upset and diarrhoea. Number 2 for them is Chris Price. Number 3, Stuart Gray, who'll be captain. 4 is Kevin Gage. 5, a change here. Derek Mountfield is left out. Steve Sims takes his place. 6 is Martin Keown. 7 is Paul Birch. 8, David Platt. 9, the news all Villa fans have waited for. Top scorer Alan McInally returns after missing 2 games with injury. 10 is Ian Ormondroyd, and number 11, Nigel Callaghan. No place for the midfielder, Gordon Cowans. Manchester United in goal, then Jim Leighton, you've already seen. Number 2, young Russell Beardsmore gets the nod over Clayton Blackmore. 3 is Lee Martin. 4 is Paul McGrath. 5, Steve Bruce. 6, Mal Donaghy. Number 7, England's hero in Albania, Captain Marvel himself, Brian Robson. 8 is Gordon Strachan. 9, Brian McClair. 10 is Mark Hughes, and number 11, Lee Sharp, who moves forward today from fullback to the left side of midfield. The subs are Gordon Cowans and Ian Olney for Villa, and Clayton Blackmore and Ralph Milne for Manchester United, and our referee is Michael Peck of Kendal. Well, it's been Red Nose Day around the world this week. Comic relief here at Villa Park. It's Red Card Day. Red cards, in fact, have been distributed by the Football Supporters Association. That's their gesture that's regarded as a thumbs down from football supporters to the government's ID scheme for football. What we don't know, of course, is how much they genuinely object to the proposals, how well acquainted they are maybe with them, and it may have just have been a wave to the camera operation. There are merits in that scheme, of course, the ID scheme, and I suppose the football fans here at Aston Villa and everywhere else just have to hope that the government and the football authorities eventually get the right balance to it all. Well, it's been pouring as rain for the early part of this afternoon. There'll be a bit of slick on the top, although Villa had a marvellous black plastic covering to the pitch, which they rolled on and off Wimbledon style. And it's going to be Villa in their famous claret shirts. Full kick-off, attacking the goal to our left. Manchester United today in a change strip of white shirts and black shorts. Robson in quickly. McGrath, in fact, wearing the number 5 shirt, not 4 as it said on the programme. Stephen Bruce, as usual, wearing the 4 shirt. Bruce to Beardsmore, playing in midfield. And there's our first look at Lee Sharp now far forwards. Had a terrific season, basically as a left-back. Only 17 years old. Robson to Lee Martin, and now to Strachan. Turning Gray. Robson might get on the end of this. Yeah, could have been an early challenge there for the new young Villa goalkeeper, Lee Butler. Whistle's gone. It's a free kick to Villa. Hughes after this one. There's Donachie on the far side, playing virtually left back. A nice dummy there by Hughes. Now they reach Ormond-Troyd with it, but McGrath quickly into the challenge. A free kick to Aston Villa. Steve Sims, a great old campaigner, 31 years old, looking for McAnally up front, but it's Ormond-Troyd. Bruce with a header. Bruce with another header. Kieran. And they allow it to go through to Jim Layton. My co-commentator today, Ian St John.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. Looking forward to this game, actually, because both sides are to win for different reasons. United, if they win, are back in the championship hunt, and of course, if Villa don't win, then they have a relegation battle on their hands, so it's very important for both sides.
Indeed, if United win, they go fifth in the table. They're still 13 points behind the leaders Arsenal, but they do have 2 games in hand. Free kick to Manchester United. McClare with a chip forward. Gray getting it away. McClare again, who used to be an Aston Villa youngster. Beardsmore. Neatly tricking Gray. Getting support here from Robson. In turn, he's got support from young Lee Martin. Keown holding that one up. Finding McAnally. Didn't hear how the Villa fans were responding to his return, but not to that sort of shot. And he was unlucky. There was a terrible bobble just as he was about to strike it. And it'll be a goal kick to Manchester United. If Villa lose, it means just 1 win in their last 9 games, a terrible run, a real slide into the bottom 7 of the First Division, and a dive towards the relegation area that might just take a little bit of a resting. There, a large purple balloon on the pitch at the moment. Robson sweeping it wide here towards Strachan. Up goes Gray, wins it comfortably in the air. Callaghan losing it just as comfortably to Beardsmore. There's his cross, it's a good one. McClare's on the far side, the keeper's in trouble, and fisted it away. A real last-ditch emergency effort there. Great cross by young Russell Beardsmore. And United nearly on the breakthrough there, Ian.
Well, already Beardsmore's had an impact in the game. A lovely run and a beautiful cross. And they just eluded Brian McClare there. But the goalkeeper did well to recover and punch it away, Brian. Exciting stuff.
Ormond-Troyd. Platt. There's Bruce. To Martin. Robson. Mark Hughes. Good Strachan. The defenders of Villa looking at each other in disbelief at the space that they allowed Strachan to stride through the centre there. Callaghan dinking that one forward. Bruce. Beardsmore, he slipped at a crucial time. Stuart Gray was in there and he found McAnally. Goal kick. He's had some problems with a calf strain. And Aston Villa is McAnally, and he's missed the last 2 games. But as you can see, it's been a pretty desperate run for Villa. Just that one win here against Sheffield Wednesday, where Norman Troyd and Callaghan made their debuts. Free kick to Villa. Sims with the free kick. McGrath, supported there by Martin. Only Hughes is up for Manchester United. Beardsmore. Robson. Oh, behind Strachan. Gave Gray just that opportunity to get in. Robson. Easy for young Lee Butler, 22 years old. Just this one game he's had in the league against Everton, formerly with Lincoln City. Price. Conakry with the throw. Robson playing it forward. Another free kick to Aston Villa. Steve Sims again with it. Hit high towards big Ormond Troyd. Beardsmore with a little touch. Gage picking it up here. Looking for McAnally on the far side. David Platt's in the middle. Ormond Troyd with his height as well. Platt with a header. Great save!
Well, there's an inquiry among the Manchester United defenders there. Stevie Bruce was saying that somebody should have been picking him up. We'll see, it was a very good ball, and look at the space he's got, Brian. Yards of space, no United defender in sight.
And Jim Leighton continuing the form that he showed for Scotland on Wednesday night. Touch there by Sims! Against the crossbar, and United somehow getting that away. And when you're struggling near the bottom, the luck very rarely goes with you, and Villa will be cursing the fact that that came off the crossbar. There's another cross coming in. Ormond Troyd going for that one, and safely held by Jim Leighton. Now the charge is on at the other end. Stims has got to get back and does so successfully with a touch to goalkeeper Butler. Great header by Steve Sims, and United breathe again. McGrath winning it. Falls for Strachan. More to Bruce. Hung out by Callaghan. Ormond Troyd is up ahead, and Bruce took him out of the play there. And I would have thought referee Peck would probably want a word with the United defender, as well as giving Aston Villa the free kick. As it happened, McAnally was in a lot of space on the far side of that field. With that move, it's a free kick to Villa. Stuart Gray will take it, although Callaghan is poised as well. In fact, it's Callaghan curling it in. Touched on that time by McAnally, and a goal kick.
Well, that's 3 headers now, Brian, that Villa have managed to get, and I would think that might be their best route today, because they have some big players there. Ormond Troyd and McAnally, and of course Sims coming up at set pieces. And United seem a little bit shaken there.
Gray away. McAnally. Here's Beardsmore. Well covered by Keown.
Now Alan McAnally. Ormontroyd going away to the right.
Robson. On the bench, it's a little bit under pressure at the moment near the foot of the table. Making a good run from the back. Throw to Villa. It looked as though he was shoved from behind. Indeed he was. It's a free kick to Villa. Finished with the kick. It goes on inside. 6-foot boys entitled to win that sort of ball in the air. Gage. Stopped by Beardsmore. Takes it going to United. Well, it'll be a throw. The ball just creeping out of play. McClure chasing this. Keown will cut that out for Aston Villa, and it's Villa's throw. Inside. But foul on Hughes, which gives a free kick to Manchester United. The referee, though, wanting a word with Paul Burke. And now second. Keown away. McAnally. Bruce held off well there, and it'll be a throw to Manchester United. United beaten only once in their last 11 games. Great. McAnally. Morgan. A bad cross there towards the Norman side, but a foul by him on the United defender and a free kick to Manchester United. So just one goal since he arrived from Bradford City. 6'4" lad, Ian Ormontroyd.
Just getting off Steve Sims. Robson has linked up well. On the far side is Sharp. Just twice to run around there, and it was a header behind for the first corner of the game for Manchester United. Coming off Steve Sims. Strachan will take it. They push Bruce in, and McGrath's coming up from the back as well. And he's Callaghan up. Floyd. The player putting Strachan away. Hughes waiting in the middle for him. Here's Donachie. Well, that was supposed to be a foul challenge there by Keown on Strachan. It's a free kick to Manchester United. Floating it in, and Buffalo setting it safely. Haven't got much to say to yourself, Saints, at the moment.
Well, it's gone rather quiet, Brian. No point in having a chat with you if there's not an awful lot happening.
But, Gage. McAnally. Get it cross in. Bruce under a bit of pressure from Platt. But try to get his shot in. Beardsmore, who seems to be into everything, gets it away from Manchester United, finds Robson. And Bray conditioning himself nicely with a nice pushing header, but you can see the difference McAnally makes to this Villa attack. They do spark a lot more effectively when he's around the place.
Well, he's a vital player for them, and what he's doing at the moment, Brian, he's finding a lot of space. You know, he's not parking himself up the front. He's moving around a lot. He's going out wide. He's dropping deep, and he's causing a bit of unrest there.
That's with the cross. Platt couldn't quite get to it, but Jim Leighton did. Yeah. Gray. Club facing again. Bruce sitting close. And now Gray. Good by Beardsmore. Good by Beardsmore. Robson. And Beardsmore available again. Oh. No wonder he's become a really popular young lad at Old Trafford. I said before, he reminds me of the Bistow kid, but he's a fabulous little player, just 20 years old, came on as a substitute for England's under-21s in Albania, and what a fabulous prospect for the Old Trafford fans to have. And there's McAnally's head as he faces this one. McGrath knows he's into a battle this afternoon. McAnally's cross, but again Leighton is there. Robson in with a header. Pierre missed that one. It was just a handball though by Brian Leclerc. He was here at Villa as a 16-year-old in the days of Ron Saunders. Back he went to Scotland. He then got another chance, made a name for himself, of course, eventually at Celtic. And then down to Manchester United. He'd have been at Celtic with Alan McAnally, of course, when McAnally was up with the Glasgow club. Ormond tried winning that, and here is McAnally. No, Martin was there getting that one away, helped on by Robson. But he's opening up all sorts of possibilities for them, is McAnally. Villa just back from a trip to the Caribbean. Quite different conditions there. They played a couple of games in Trinidad and Tobago. Callaghan. Bruce to second. Donachie. Donachie continued. Try and find Stratton. They look for Robson and find him again. He in turn gets it to Lee Sharp. Donachie. Robson. Stratton. A little tip through. Robson wanting it. It just wouldn't fall for it. Now it has. And a good competency for handling there by young Lee Butler. Up for Ormontroyd, but he was beaten in the air by Bruce. McGrath. Stratton goes back very quickly, dispossesses Stratton, but then runs into Robson, and here's Beardsmore. Gage, Gray, Ormontroyd, Callaghan played it forward for Gray. It made a good run for him. Ormontroyd, but he's trying to get across it. He's got to get past Bruce first. A free kick to Villa. Callaghan will now be looking for the likes of Ormontroyd and McAnally and Pratt and Sims and Keown. There are plenty of Villa men forward now for this one. A whole clutch of them just outside Jim Leighton's 6-yard area. As Callaghan plays it in, and it was Bruce who got up highest of all. McAnally on the far side for Villa. Desperate for a good result from this game. Get a corner. Holberg. Oh, just wide there from Martin Keown. And Villa, if anything, making the better chances around the Manchester United goal.
They certainly are, Brian. They're hustling and bustling United and forcing them into mistakes. And that was a bit of a chance there for Martin Keown, because as United ran out, when Betts played the ball through, he certainly was onside, and he just crashed it past the far post.
There might conceivably been another Villa player offside, it looked to me, from that picture along the 18-yard line, though.
May just have been, but again, the player receiving the ball was there.
Here's McAnally. Callaghan. Villa certainly with the need to boost their confidence. And almost getting it there as Gage tried to force his way through. Robson battling to hold off Price. And the whistle goes for a free kick to Manchester United.
Villa are certainly not letting United settle at all, Brian, are they? You know, as I said, they are hustling and bustling and trying to knock United off their stride, and doing it rather well.
Gage. That foul by Bruce. A free kick to Aston Villa. Taken quickly by McAnally. He's picked out Birch on the far side. Here's Beardsmore again. Oh, a lovely little ball. Played over two Villa players. Beautifully for Mark Hughes. And Beardsmore's gone on the run himself. Hughes prefers to find Donaghy on the far side. Sharp. The left foot cross. And the ball has gone out of play before McClare could hook it in. And before Lee Martin could get it back, he had just crossed that byline.
We'll have a look from this angle, Brian, and just see how much it went out, if in fact it did go out. The very deep ball just eluded him in the first place, yes. Looked to be about a yard out.
Free kick to United, still 0-0. To the Republic of Ireland in Hungary in midweek. Robson. Martin. Frank Ferguson was telling me in international week there's hardly anybody about the place at Old Trafford. At one point he had only two senior players, Mark Hughes and Mal Donaghy. The rest were either on international duty and a couple of them were playing in testimonials. Robson trying to make ground on the far side. Kevin Gage holding him out. Alex Ferguson, front row on the left. Matt Brophy there, I can see in the second row, alongside Bobby Charlton. Good to see Sir Matt here. Celebrates his 80th birthday in May. Mark Hughes. Now Donaghy on the far side. Strachan waiting in the middle. McClare is in there too. Get it charged down. And Ormondroyd will gather it for Aston Villa. Burke playing it forward towards McAnally, but Beardsmore's there for Manchester United. McAnally, a lovely little touch there for Price. Ormondroyd. The deflection which fell behind Callaghan might go for the corner to Villa. He did have it. Keown at the near post. Ormondroyd there as well, looking for that little flick on. Sims is further behind them. Strachan pulls it away now for United. Little scampering run of his. Getting past Gray. And a lovely ball for McClare. Buck was coming and judges it well. Just overhead it slightly there, Gordon Strachan. A marvellous move by United. Great break from their own box. There were two Scotsmen involved there, and just a picture that was a little heavy for McClare. A foul on Hughes by Gage, a free kick to Manchester United. Half an hour gone, still 0-0. Here's Strachan to McClare. United looking for a victory in this game that will take them to 5th place in the First Division. In a title race that now really does start to become wide open, with the Forest win at Highbury yesterday and the Norwich victory. Goals from those games at half-time and all the other First Division goals as well, of course. Strachan with the corner. Deep one, Robson. Robson. Sharp. Plays it again for Donachie. Hughes. Floored there by Keogh, and a free kick to Manchester United. There, Steve Bruce behind it. Their shot. Good save by the young keeper.
That was a good save, Brian, because as you know, the ball flying low through the ruck of players, and we can see it from behind the goalkeeper. It's a firmly struck shot. Just evaded the wall, and a good save.
McAnally now to Ormond Trade. Should have done better than that. Again, McAnally opening things up for them, Ian.
Well, it was a lovely little ball. United are claiming offside, and I don't know. I wouldn't know where Martin was on this side if he was playing him on. In fact, he must have been, because the linesman had kept his flag down.
Now by Sims, rushing away against Mark Hughes as that ball came towards him. A free kick to Manchester United. Robson with it. Now he's going to leave it to Paul McGrath. Here over on the far side, sharp as well. Price gets it away. Team through 1-1 at Old Trafford when they met in November. Gordon Towns, who's a subject today, scored Villa's goal, and Steve Bruce for Manchester United. Hughes now for United. But dispossessing him, finding McAnally, taken nicely on his chest by the big man. Found Gage. Gage with a goal ball through now to Platt. Donachie. Keogh. Robson. Hughes. Sharp hoping to get beyond Price. Stops the ball going for the goal kick. It'll be a throw to Villa. Villa throw. Now by Ormond Troy on Donachie. Very fashionable inflatables are here, and the crowd pretty buoyant, but yet to find the first goal of the game. Backing into Keogh, and very difficult for defenders to handle Mark Hughes. Touched by Gage. Backed by Martin. There's a new slant on the Comet relief. The Reds get right up our noses. Oh. Manchester United at the moment not doing that so far as Villa are concerned. It's still 0-0. If you just joined us, Villa in fact have made the better chances and have hit the crossbar once ahead of from Steve Sims. Nil-nil. With 36 minutes of the game gone. David Platt, a flick forward. McClare. And Hughes. Martin. Robson. McClare. Oh, what a good ball by McClare now. Martin in a lot of space. Strachan in the middle. Hughes is in the middle too. And so is goalkeeper Butler. Austin. Assured, and 3 Manchester United players hadn't got back quickly enough. All caught offside. Up goes Ormontroyd, but loses it in the air to McGrath. Or rather Birch getting it from Ormontroyd's header. McInally. Price. Here's Robson again for Manchester United. At that time a wasted ball.
Brian Robson complaining there that both strikers, McClare and Hughes, coming short rather than one come short and one go. Look for the longer ball.
Well stopped by Callaghan. Nice little dummy by Platt. Finding Ormontroyd. Robson's in there again. Platt dispossessed him just for a moment. And Villa get it back again. Robson's in there once more though. And Martin just keeping that in play. But here's Keogh now for Aston Villa. Formerly with Arsenal. On ball towards McInally. Robson's touch. Not firm enough. Here's Price now for Villa. Birch on the far side. Price. Just towards Ormontroyd. McGrath header away. McClare's touch. Here's Strachan again. And McClare making a good run outside him. It was a dummy run because Strachan, it gave him a yard to go inside. Still with Strachan, bringing Lee Sharp in on the far side. The ball is played in early and straight into the arms of the keeper. Header. Callaghan, good skills for Aston Villa. Ormontroyd's touch for Birch. Goal kick.
I do feel, Brian, that Villa have got to, get the pace of the game lifted a bit, because if they let the game go flat as it has done in the last 10 minutes or so, you always feel that United with their experienced players would be quite happy to do that, play away, and then they look to me the team that might nick a goal. So I think it's up to Villa now to raise the pace of the game and do as they were doing in the first 20 minutes, put them under a bit of pressure.
Free kick to United. McGrath's free kick. For McGrath. Forcing it through to McClare. Just Price.
Ball for Callaghan. A feed cross and a bad one because it goes behind. And he had two big men to aim for, McInally and big Ormond-Troyd.
Can be very infuriating, Nigel Callaghan, at times. He is such a good player and a good crosser of the ball, but so many times I've watched him in his career, he gets in positions such as he was there and just knock the ball behind, you know, and it's just begging a good ball in the box.
The second time Graham Taylor's had him at his club, though. He had him at Watford, of course, in that glorious run through to the First Division, and now bought him from Derby County.
Sets up a lot of goals, Brian, and has done in his career with his crosses, and of course that's why Graham Taylor's brought him here along with Ormond-Troyd. You know, that's the style I like to play, but we've got to get better quality passes in than that one.
Robson planting the ball forward. McClare's there, but once again the judgment of young Lee Butler as faultless. Came to the edge of his box. His handling's been good. Graham Taylor was telling me before the game, I said, how do you think he'll manage in front of the live TV cameras and a big crowd? He said, we just don't know. That's all going into the unknown. Lee Butler's done well for Villa so far. Here's Stuart Gray for them. And his handling has looked quite good, hasn't it?
Well, you know, you can't point the finger at him at all. The lad has done exceptionally well. And it is a big thing for him to play in. And again, you know, just coming into the team, he's not played much first team football. And I think he's coped very well.
Just about 2 minutes of the first half left. Beardsmore trying to quicken it up for Manchester United. Robson getting it through to Hughes. Strachan's on his way again. And Keown challenging well. Getting in behind the little number 8. Playing the ball, even though Strachan went down in the box. Sharp to Beardsmore. Donachie. Skipped that time by Keown. Here's McGrath. All piling forward here. And a throw to Aston Villa. And a corner for Manchester United. It came off Martin Keown. Strachan will want to take it quickly before the half-time whistle. Bruce has come up from the back. They've left McGrath back in defence this time, though. Martin. Hughes trying to bring in Strachan again. Beardsmore will have better luck with that. Whistle Beardsmore again for Manchester United. Good crosser of ball, but can he get one in now? He can indeed. And in fact, Bruce was right up there, but didn't quite get to it. And the ball out of play. A throw to Manchester United. A free kick given for the challenge there on the United player. Lee Sharp will take it. Villa quite comfortably getting that one away at the end of the first half. Not a great deal to write home about. Villa with that one real chance that came back off the United crossbar. Other than that, at half-time, it's Aston Villa 0, Manchester United 0.
Not great, was it? Well, maybe if the two managers emphasise that a point isn't much use to either of them, we could be in for some more inspirational football in the second half. We shall see. Goals coming up, though, 24 of them from the First Division yesterday. Top scorers Liverpool, they got 4 at Middlesbrough. The millionaires chipped in, Tony Cottee and Gaza. And, of course, the match which puts a whole new perspective at the top. Arsenal's defeat by Nottingham Forest. High jinks at Highbury, with young Cloughie leading the way. Welcome back. The League Championship took a tantalising little twist yesterday with Nottingham Forest winning at Arsenal. Interesting. Well, apologies, we do seem to have lost the sound on this, but I'll try and talk you through the ones that I didn't do earlier. This is Franz Carr for Nottingham Forest, making it 2. Forest have gone in front through young Nigel. And here's the third, Stuart Pearce, blasting it in. Alan Smith got an earlier one for Arsenal, so 3-1. Well, here's the match that means Norwich City are just 2 points behind Arsenal now, and with the game in hand. Malcolm Allen's through ball. Trevor Putney doing what he had to do to give Norwich that 1-0 win.
Refused to drop out of the race. Their performance at Kenilworth Road will have delighted their fans watching on closed circuit back at the Den. Cascarino and Sheringham setting up Jimmy Carter. He's got some really good goals recently. Now Luton lacking Steve Foster, suspended to organise things at the back, and the offside trap is sprung once more, again by Cascarino. But watch for some splendid reflexes. It's Carter again. Lowest crowd of the season at Kenilworth Road, a distinct lack of atmosphere as well. Luton getting back into it just after half-time, pushed by Hurlock on Priest. And it's the Northern Ireland international Danny Wilson with the penalty. But Millwall are still third, and no matter what happens from now on, they've had an excellent debut season in the First Division.
Bill Shankly always used to say, look to the team who aren't conceding goals. Liverpool's platform is the best defensive record in Division 1. And with Peter Beardsley rediscovering the knack that makes him such an exceptional player, one gets the feeling that Liverpool's challenge is far from over. Maybe it's just beginning. Beardsley again, those impish, bewildering skills, a devilish cross, and the finish by Houghton, Aldridge style. Aldridge got the third, with a little luck admittedly, but there's nothing fluky about his run of late. He's scored in each of the last 7 games, an 8-goal haul. Well, nothing fortuitous about number 4. Vintage Liverpool with Steve McMahon back in the old routine at long last. As Arsenal begin to look over their shoulders and the doubts begin to creep in, they'll be conscious of Liverpool, and Liverpool know it.
An excellent match at the baseball ground and 2 fine goals. Little nudge from Goddard, and away goes Dean Saunders. Look at his pace and control, and a fine finish as well, his 17th of the season. Spurs had Paul Gascoigne back from suspension. He got booked again. Another great curler from Gaza. He might just remind Peter Shilton about that one on a few England trips.
The scruffiest goalkeeper in the league, he gets like that in the kick-in. And Neville Southall virtually created the Everton winner after 5 minutes. Some good work here by Stuart McCall, doing the Peter Reid bit. And a morale booster for Tony Cottee, his 14th of the season, only his 2nd of 89, and Everton's first league success of the year.
Charlton will feel they threw away the points they so badly needed against Southampton. 10 minutes gone. That's Robert Lee, and that's number 50 in the Southampton net this season. Now 10 minutes into the second half, some good work from Garth Crooks. And this will end up with Paul Williams getting his 15th of the season. Southampton, heading for their 6th defeat in the last 8 matches, stage a comeback. The veteran Jimmy Case off his knee and over the wall, and Rod Wallace for 2-1. Southampton manager Chris Nicholl sending on Danny Wallace as substitute. Excellent work from Statham. Wallace takes up the running, and Paul Rideout gets the point. But Southampton have only taken 6 points now from a possible 54.
Liam Brady's uncharacteristic back pass, and a dive there that Franny Lee would have been proud of. The referee bought it. Dave Bennett won the pen. Brian Kilcline scored it, his 4th of the season. Now, Paul Ince is the Hammers man for a crisis, helped here by the usually dependable Trevor Peake. John Sillett will have a word or two to say about that, I'm sure. Suicidal slackness. Ince capitalised, but West Ham really need to be winning games now. Failing that, it's the drop.
Queen's Park Rangers paid £800,000 for Colin Clark in the week. That's his first goal for the club, and in the First Division this season. They did their old manager Jim Smith no favours, and neither did his defence here. And Mark Steen quick to take full advantage. Newcastle heading for their 7th home defeat. Typical work from Mirandinha gave them some hope. And Ray Ranson doesn't score too many goals. Not enough though, and Newcastle in danger of being marooned in the same boat as West Ham.
Oh, sorry, a little late finding the original commentary on that. Disturbed my half-time cup of tea. Anyway, we're going to take a break now. We're going to hope we'll have a few more goals here at Villa Park, like the ones we've just seen. But right after the break, Jim Rosenthal will be calling the tune.
And welcome back to Villa Park. The two teams just going out. Alongside me, Alan Evans, Villa stalwart, and one of the great violinists, might be a new face to you, Nigel Kennedy, who delights a lot of people all over Britain. Quick comment from you, first of all, Alan, about the way you feel the half has gone.
Well, from Aston Villa's point of view, which obviously I'm more interested in, I think it's gone very well. I think over the last couple of months we've let ourselves down quite badly with our performances, and today I think we've upped the performance, and I think we've looked a better team first half.
And there was a moment, wasn't there, when Steve Sims hit the crossbar that had you out of your seat?
Yeah, fantastic, and I've never got back in. We've had a few chances, more than United, I think.
Yeah. And that, as a fellow centre-half, I would think that you'd have enjoyed that particular moment, despite the fact it didn't go in.
I would have enjoyed it if it had gone in, obviously. So I think Martin Keown flicks it on here, and you see Steve gets up well. Good header, bit unfortunate. I think that's the way that things have gone for us today, really. We've been unfortunate on 1 or 2 occasions.
Bit of an unusual combination, football fan and playing the violin.
Well, I don't know. It makes it all worthwhile if you're standing next to a man like us who won the European Cup for us. And I just think, like, to be at a soccer game, there's no atmosphere like that. People have got to go live. You've got to check it out, because there's an atmosphere here today second to none. Better than any gig I've ever played. Yeah.
Good luck with the tour anyway. Alan, thanks very much indeed. Let's get back to our commentary team then. Ian St John, and of course, first of all, it's Brian Moore.
Thanks a lot, Jim. Yes, what a life, for young Nigel Kennedy. Mozart, Mendelssohn and McAnally. That's not a bad trio. Well, no goals here. 0-0, but you know what it's like with these live games on TV. The first half sometimes is a little disappointing. The second half is usually a blockbuster. Let's just hope we can have that same recipe here at Villa Park this afternoon. It'll be Manchester United who are going to get the second half underway. Manchester United then attacking the goal to our left. With a blank first half behind us. Forward to Strachan. Leclerc. Strachan steadying himself and Price just lost himself for a moment, but the pass back, he hadn't seen Lee Sharp coming in. Robson's header. In goes Sims. Far away. Sharp winning it above Price. Keown. And Steve Sims gets it back. Graham Taylor has turned to Steve Sims, a real old stalwart. No goals in the game so far, but just look over the last 4 years. Certainly plenty of them then. Strachan. Callaghan. And Platt's pass was misplaced, but here's Keown. McAnally. Stopped by Beardsmore. Finding Strachan. Into Hughes. Here's Beardsmore. McClare's made a good, brave, strong run there, but it won't be strong enough to get that one. By David Platt. Here's Robson. Edge finding Callaghan. Running well with it here. Looking at the little cross in towards McAnally. Comes to Kevin Gage again. Here's Chris Price. Paul Birch for Villa. And Villa get a corner. Leighton fisting it. Cross from Birch. Olmenschroyd on the far side again. Good gathering under a lot of pressure that time by the United goalkeeper. Robson. Close. There. There's a purposeful error about Villa in the opening phases of this second half. Here's Price again. Just flicked off a defender. Good Lord. Leighton was in a lot of trouble there. Maybe the flight was changed as Price whacked the ball in. It just flicked off Lee Sharp. For a moment it looked as though he might have been stranded.
I'm sure Graham Taylor was upset that his strikers didn't follow in that crossbar. It was always a difficult hanging ball, and Olmenschroyd stayed about 12 yards out just watching it.
Callaghan with the cross again. This is better in this second half by Villa. Certainly got United at full stretch now, but still 0-0. Price playing it in towards McAnally. Goal kick.
It's always a lesson for any young player watching this. You should always follow in, because difficult ball for Jim Leighton there, and it was begging somebody to follow up and knock it in.
Free kick to Manchester United. First real chance for them now to penetrate this Aston Villa half of the field. Paul McGrath with the free kick. Hughes. Here's the 17-year-old Sharp. Graham Taylor in the spectacles, now down from the director's box.
Not looking too impressed, is he?
I was talking about you mustn't have too much of a shake-up when you're in trouble, but because you might shake out all the good things as well, but he's given this Villa side a bit of a shake-up, and they look a lot more purposeful in this game, I have to say. Platt. McAnally getting in behind Donachie. Tried on the far side, and Leighton only grabbed it at the second attempt. There was no whistle.
Well, I really don't think it was a foul, Brian, because you know, it was another one of these very tempting balls. Jim Leighton came, it was going right over his head. He stretched there, and he bumped into his own defender, Steve Bruce, and the ball ran free.
Callaghan. Now, can Villa turn this good spell into a goal? Well, here's Bruce for Manchester United. Kieran's out there to shadow him. Still got it in, and Hughes with a header after Sims had badly misjudged that cross in.
Well, United's first real chance, certainly of this half, Brian, and Hughes will be annoyed with himself. He never got out on target.
Kieran. Troyd. Black. McAnally begging for the ball inside. Pass to Callaghan. Gage. Former Wimbledon player. Come round sharp at the expense of a corner. Callaghan will take it. They're right back helping out. Max. Oh, the back heel, good. He might let Birch in. Cross is a good one, and Bruce there. Right at the last for Manchester United. Birch once again. That time charged down by Donachie. And a throw to Aston Villa. Pass too well. The cross is a good one towards David Platt, just a fraction too high for him. Oh, a mistake there by Sharp. Crossed in again, but no mistake by Bruce. And United under the cosh here for a little while. Leclerc trying to get them away to Hughes. Played on now to Beardsmore. The United player's gone down, the referee's marked it, but has allowed the game to go on. And it's with Lee Sharp. That's back to do a good defending job. The referee still can't make his point because it's end-to-end at the moment. Birch now to Price. Hughes was the injured United player, but he's up and he's okay again. Keown for Villa. Now Sims. Towards Troyd. Bruce there with him. Hughes. Gage. Strachan, but there was a foul by Sims on Hughes. A free kick for United is Strachan. Gathering pace. Dropped a little bit on the way there by Aston Villa, but then Callaghan finding McAnally. Always tricks McGrath. Birch has gone right for him. He's such a powerful man. Pulling Sharp to the ground, then gets dumped to the ground himself by Bruce. But when McAnally's on one of those runs, and we saw one in the first half where he bulldozed his way through the entire United defence, and he was seeking to do the same thing there. Bruce has got a bit of a talking to coming from the referee. As McAnally, we see him again. He tricked McGrath beautifully, but the number 5 getting into the action there again. And then there was the foul by Bruce, which didn't look too serious. Here's Bruce. Robson again. Hughes. A lot of space on the left-hand side for Lee Sharp. Gets an early cross in, and Kevin Gage behind it for Aston Villa. Beardsmore. Little pass and a good one onto the right foot of McClare. It comes to Beardsmore again. He got his shot in. Charged down by Villa. Ormontroyd now. It needed a slightly better touch than that, and Callaghan was in the clear. Gray gets it back to Butler. And the Home Secretary, Douglas Hurd, sitting between Doug Ellis, the Villa chairman on the left, and Bobby Robson, the England manager, on the right. It's a pity we've had one little crowd disturbance somewhere just beneath Douglas Hurd today, on a day when we are brandishing red cards to knock out the government's ID system. Martin, oh, he might have got caught out. The flag was up, though. On the far side, it'll be a free kick to Manchester United. And seeing the Villa chairman there as well, and having spoken about the less acceptable side of football, Villa, the same afternoon, presented a £20,000 cheque to a local charity for blind and deaf children. That's a part of the Football in the Community project, and that's the other side of football. McClare. It's a much better second half, Ian.
Yeah, they're much brighter, better play. I suppose both managers had a word with the teams at half-time, because I wouldn't think anyone inside the ground here was particularly happy with the first half. It was rather dead, wasn't it? But the players have picked it up now, and we've had some excitement at either end.
A free kick to Aston Villa. McAnally picks himself up on the challenge from Robson. McClare playing it through. Kieran's after it. Strachan made life awkward for him. Jim Rosenthal on the other side of the field has pointed out, yes, quite rightly, that Lee Martin looks as though he might have a bit of muscle problem on the top of his left leg. Just going for this ball now, and on the ground. In the meantime, Callaghan takes it up for Aston Villa. Beardsmore's gone back to fill in for Martin. And does he save it from the corner? Yes, it's a throw. So Martin's struggling a little bit. Another throw to Manchester United. Or rather to Aston Villa. Robson in.
I see United stripping one of the substitutes, so it looks to me as if the youngster will be coming off, Brian.
Yes. Hughes. McClare's after this. Beardsmore's outside him. Here's Beardsmore. There's his cross. Safely held by a young keeper that's growing in confidence as each minute passes. Looking to get it back. I think if they bring Ralph Milne on, they'll probably put him where Lee Sharp is, put Lee Sharp back to left back and let Mal Donaghy go across to right back, I would have thought, in place of Lee Martin.
You have tactically read it rather well, Brian.
It's always got to be a first time. There's Ralph Milne. Callaghan being watched there by Martin. There's Lee Martin coming off. They're going to try and make the substitution now. And on comes Ralph Milne. Coming across here, indeed, Lee Sharp's gone back there and Donaghy's gone across to right back. Here's Price. Gage. Robson stretching, but not quite getting to it. Birch playing it in. Gets another chance here. Finds Price with it. Keown. A free kick to Manchester United. A young man in a certain amount of pain. On the right of the picture, Clayton Blackmore, the other Manchester United substitute. Leclerc. There's an offside flag up. Free kick to Aston Villa. Conceding goals at one end over the recent weeks. Aston Villa, they've scored only 4 times in their last 7 games. McInally, in fact, has not scored in the last 6 he's played, and it is still by far and away their top scorer with 21. There's David Platt, used to be a Manchester United youngster himself. What great incentive for him to do well today, and he's found Price beautifully! But it falls for Strachan. Hughes touching it down for Donaghy. Made towards Beardsmore, but Keown standing up strong, but nonetheless played it straight to Strachan. Here's Hughes again, and it comes off Strachan. It's going to be a goal kick.
I would say that some of the more experienced players at Manchester United not doing so well, but when that ball was cut back there, actually good defending because they got close to Ormonroyd and you know, put him under a little bit of pressure. But I was saying about the experienced players, and I'm looking at quite a few of them, and they're not really sparkling today, are they? Even Brian Robson, you know, he looks to me as if he's out of sorts.
Cut out by Donaghy. Here's Strachan. Now Robson's on the move. Keown's getting across there. Nick's in before him.
See that, Brian? I think when I see Brian Robson play that he would have got that normally. I think maybe the trip to Albania, maybe the stomach bug he had, I don't know, he looks as if he's just a little bit below par today.
We were talking about this at dinner last night. You were saying the great old Bill Shankly, for whom you played at Liverpool, used to hate international weeks, the Saturdays before it and the Saturdays afterwards, because he felt he never really quite got the best out of his players.
That's correct.
Here's Robson. A bit of a deflection there, but again the young keeper stood up big and strong behind it. McGrath, coolness itself, finding Bruce. Gets it back nicely from Hughes. Here's Hughes again. Letting fly from the long range. Goal kick. Yes, there's a lot of nervous energy expended playing in an international and the travelling as well. Although they do get them back very quickly after the games these days, Ian, don't they?
Well, they do more so than they did probably when I played. But there's quite a few of the lads out there today that were involved in international football, especially in the Manchester United side. Although Paul McGrath, I must say, I think he's having a fine game at centre-back. and he played over in Hungary with the Republic.
Callaghan taking a knock on the head. Stuart Gray, formerly with Nottingham Forest and with Barnsley, the Villa skipper today with the free kick. United are also gearing themselves to what should be an epic FA Cup tie next week against Nottingham Forest. Here's Paul Birch. McGrath, the little back heel. Robson. McGrath playing it forward again. We saw, Ian, didn't we, Alex Ferguson at Highbury yesterday, a tremendous game. At half-time with Forest playing so brilliantly, he said, maybe I did the wrong thing coming here. And he was a little frightened with what he saw.
That was a cracking game, that, yesterday.
There's a bad ball there. To Hughes. Here's Bruce. There for once a little slow to react, but United get it back again. Here's Robson. Way out of his goal. Villa looking to see whether Strachan was offside. Halfway through the second half, still 0-0. Leclerc. Strachan. Comes to Milne. Well stopped by Price. Picked up here by Birch. Looking for McInally. McGrath was in quickly and fairly. Finds Strachan. Good spell here for Manchester United. Strachan again for them. Tried to get the little chip in towards McClare. Beardsmore keeping it going. Donachie now to Strachan again. He seems to be everywhere at the moment and over the top and down. And it flicked off a Villa player because United get a corner and Strachan at the centre of so much. The approval of the United manager, Alex Ferguson. He's really bringing some stability and some success now to this Manchester United club. Strachan. Milne. You don't fool with Alan McInally. Birch. Down goes Ormond-Troyd's head again, but to no avail because Bruce was there to make the headed clearance. A free kick given United's way. Robson. McGrath to Donachie. Donachie. Here's Milne. Well, he got past Price, played it for Russell Beardsmore. Stopped by Keown. Now there could be something opening up for Villa if Ormond-Troyd can get them going quickly enough. He's got McInally away on his right, Callaghan away on his left. But in the end, nothing came of it. Indeed, the free kick was given United's way. Looks as though Villa might be trying to bring on Ian Olney, young striker, and Ormond-Troyd is coming off. So one striker replaces another. Villa go looking for an elusive goal to give them 3 valuable points. Callaghan. Olney. Clear again. Olney. Callaghan. With McAnally up front. Birch making a very good run for him. Just over the top. A really good effort there by Callaghan. And I think the entire United defence probably waiting for him either to slip a short pass to McAnally or one through the middle to Birch. Decided to go it alone. Ian?
Well, I thought the goalkeeper got a touch. Maybe we can see from here. I think he just got a little finger to that one and knocked it over the top. It was a cracking shot. I mean, he caught everybody by surprise. He really let fly. Yeah, I would think Jim Leighton got a touch on that one.
Leclerc to Milne. Hughes through the middle. Leclerc. And now Strachan. Now United beginning to turn it on. Ralph Milne. Shot charged down. And away come Villa now with Birch. Gets it up to McAnally, but the whistle's gone. And McAnally saying to Sharp, just look what you did to my left leg. And McAnally claiming to the referee that's twice he's done it. Sharp battling away. In comes McAnally. It looked fairly harmless to me, but Alan McAnally thought otherwise. It's a free kick to Villa. Steve Sims with it. And we're coming towards the last quarter of an hour of the game. McGrath with a header. Gage dinking it back in. McGrath with another header. Leclerc getting there. Fraction before Keogh. Hughes, good control. Bringing in Beardsmore. Strachan away on the right for him. Finds him beautifully with the outside of the right boot. Strachan now. Stopped by Gray. Donaghy's got to start it all again. Bruce. McGrath still 0-0. Strachan. Just wide. Maybe the keeper got a touch to it because the referee's pointed for the corner. United fans making themselves heard. Hughes, number 10, and plenty of Villa shirts in that 6-yard area now. Trying to hold off this United challenge. He played it wide there. Donaghy playing it in. Up goes the keeper. Good safe gather again there. Ferguson. McGrath with a header. .5 minutes, Aston Villa 0, Manchester United 0. Robson. Leclerc. Beardsmore. Hughes. Strachan, flag up.
He's certainly buzzing, little Gordon Strachan, in the last 15 minutes or so of the game, Brian, and he's made some very good runs throughout the game from midfield, and he's been a wee bit unfortunate that time just to get ahead of the play.
Came on as a sub, of course, for Scotland in midweek. 32 years old, and as full of life and fun and good football as ever he was. And of course goes back a long way with manager Alex Ferguson, who had him up at Aberdeen. Robson, nice touch. Donaghy playing it forward. Donaghy again getting it from Robson. Hughes has gone on the run. Here's Milne. Well, he had a good bit to aim at. He might be a little disappointed that he didn't hit the net. This will give us a better idea. Sims puts it away. Milne again, who's looked really sharp since he came on. Hughes, here's Milne again. Well, towards the far side. Again it's Milne. Here's Beardsmore. Turned flat. McGrath gets in there for Manchester United. Dominating these exchanges now. Bruce to Strachan. United really buzzing. And McClare virtually having his shirt pulled off, it seemed to me there. The corner's given to Manchester United. There was some shirt pulling going on there by Martin Keown on Brian McClare. Shakes his hand and head and smiles about it. And Keown's still in a bit of trouble. Ian?
Yes, I thought he was pulling the shirt off McClare there. Injured himself in the process.
Here's the corner. It's Strachan. Big jump by McGrath, but he didn't get to it. Milne playing it in again. Bruce is in there. And only with a chance to knock it away for Aston Villa. But Beardsmore intent on keeping the pressure on. McGrath. Everybody except Leighton well inside the Villa half, and now they'll have to retreat as Villa get a goal kick.
I get the feeling that United can sense victory here. Yeah, here was this. The two of them were wrestling away for the ball, and I think as we see, we've taken another stride or two here. That's when Keown felt was fouling.
Yes, I think the shirt pulling maybe came a little before that, actually, Ian.
Difficult one that for the referees, and certainly wouldn't give a penalty kick. Just looking at only the number 13 that's come on, it looks remarkably like McAnally. You know, the two of them, same style, don't they?
Drops it. There goes Strachan. Trying to force an error out of Keown. Not successful. Olney. Foul on him, a free kick to Villa. 11 minutes to go, and we still await the first goal. Stuart Gray with a kick for Villa. McNally's header. That's getting in there. And look at Beardsmore again there, protecting his goalkeeper, doing a really good job. Thought you have to name the man of the match, Ian, and I don't want you to name the man of the match now, but I would have thought Russell Beardsmore must be fairly uppermost in your mind.
Well, the winner gets a bottle of champagne. I'm not sure is he old enough to drink it.
Saved by Leighton. This is 20 years old, Russell Beardsmore. He's terrific young prospect. Robson. Milne. Now McClare. Strachan's scampering away on the far side, but it's out of play. It's a Villa throw. Substitution coming on, Clayton Blackmore. And they're taking off Russell Beardsmore. What do you make of that?
Well, not a bad thing, Brian. You know, the youngsters should be brought on gradually, and I mean, I think he's a first-class prospect. He's a marvellous little player. But United have to try and win this game, and they put a more experienced player on for the last subj.
Clare versus Keown. A free kick to Villa. Bill Smiles. Scored just one goal for Manchester United, and we had that live on TV. Russell Beardsmore. Brilliant goal against Liverpool at Old Trafford. made the break. And Hughes has found him. Hughes again. Strachan. Blackmore. Hughes. Donachie. It's a free kick. A foul by Stuart Gray. A free kick to Manchester United. David Platt kicking the ball away. They push some forward now. United sensing this might be the moment to snatch it. Hughes, McClare, Milne, Robson, Bruce are all in there. But so too was McInally for Aston Villa. Sharp might be hustled by McInally. Nope. Milne, Blackmore. Hughes to Strachan. Almost got through to McClare, but safely in the arms of Lee Butler. Not a very good kick by Butler, but he gets another chance now. Seven minutes to go. McInally battling the way out there to Nigel Callaghan. Gray, Callaghan. There's the cross. It eluded Robson. McInally! Oh, a marvellous save by Leighton. That'll tell you how good it was. McInally hit that with just about everything. Applause from the bench. And that goes down as one of the great saves of the season. We'll see the corner before we see that save again. Sims trying to turn it back. Goal kick. What about that, Ian?
Oh, what a super save. And Alex Ferguson looked rather nonplussed about it all, as if he expects his goalkeeper to make that kind of save. It was a cracking shot again by McInally. Set up by Platt, and he really rifled it. That was a super save. But he's in excellent form at the moment. He had a great game in midweek for Scotland.
Yeah, 6 clean sheets in the last 9. Look, they were even up in the stands thinking that was the goal, but no. Jim Leighton stopped all that. 6 clean sheets in the last 9 that United have played, plus that one for Scotland against France in midweek. He's in absolutely outstanding form. Robson now. Robson again. Hughes right in there. Back with an overhead, getting it away, only as far as McGrath. Played in there once more, but it'll be a goal kick. 5 minutes left. In 2 or 3 minutes, I've got to ask you to name the man of the match, Ian. But not quite yet. Blackmore. Steve Bruce with the free kick for Manchester United. Keown. Touched back in again by Donachie. McClare's in there. Once again, Steve Sims is up. Clayton Blackmore trying to get in. A ricochet there. And Birch gets it away eventually for Aston Villa. Up as far as Olney. Birch again. McInally up ahead. That's a free kick. The foul by McGrath. 4 minutes left. Keown with the kick. McAnally. Shouldered off the ball that time by McGrath. Played in by Birch towards Platt. Oh, Lee Sharp putting him in a bit of trouble here. And McGrath getting him out of it. Strachan. Here's Callaghan. Robson's after him. McClare. Strachan. McClare again. In the middle is Hughes. Still with McClare, turning him one way, then the other. And in the end, Kevin Gage got in and got it away. Only as far as Donachie. They claim handball. The referee agrees. Free kick to Villa. So treatment for the Villa player. Martin Keown, who's taken another knock.
He's had a good game for them, Martin Keown, today. And if you remember the last time we were here for a televised match, he won the man of the match. He played very well. I think there's been good performances from young Beardsmore for Manchester United. Paul McGrath thought it's had an excellent game at the heart of the defence, but I think I've got to go for Alan McAnally, Brian, as the man of the match. You know, he's battled away up the front. He's looked very dangerous, and just coming back off injury, I think he's had an excellent game.
Certainly made a big difference up front to Aston Villa, although they still seek that opening goal. Free kick to Manchester United. The only dispute is to where it actually should be taken. Jim Leighton with it. Hughes, Robson. In goes McGrath. Did McClare, to Villa's surprise. Strachan now finding Hughes. Blackmore to Lee Sharp. Alf Milne away on the left. Here's Blackmore again. A little dink through. McClare's in there. Oh, fine save. Good reactions there from young Lee Butler. McClare was through and had just changed the direction of it from close in. But the reaction of the young keeper was excellent at the expense of a corner. Here it is. Milne now with it. Struggling here, but now Villa get it away. Callaghan just tipping it on towards McAnally. Blackmore there quickly. It's time for Lee Sharp. Played for Donachie. So a throw then to Manchester United. Strachan. Donachie. Well, they're anxious to keep this away from the goal as Platt plays it forward and then gives a poor ball there. Straight to Clayton Blackmore, but that's the final whistle. Without a goal, but with an improved performance by Aston Villa, getting the applause from their fans. And Villa so close with a header against the crossbar in the first half. And then Alan McAnally, our man of the match, with a thundering volley, which he gave his full power to. Beautifully turned away by Jim Leighton, a real star in the defence for Manchester United. It's results which will probably do more to favour Villa getting away from relegation area than it will to help Manchester United get into a strong challenging position against Arsenal at the top of the table. And United now go on to face Forest in the FA Cup next week. In a moment we're hoping to get a word with Jim Leighton. With Jim Rosenthal.
Well, Jim, you've got your own personal fan club here behind us. I mean, we don't love goalless draws on the match, but a job well done by you today.
Well, sometimes they stay out, sometimes they don't. I just hope they stay out.
I noticed you're coming off with young Lee Butler at the end there. Fantastic save from him at the end.
Well, he did. I thought we'd won it. 2 or 3 minutes to go. And he managed to pull that save right at the blue, so he done really well.
A save from you, though, that was absolutely phenomenal, and we've got a monitor here for you. They were up behind the goal thing and that was in.
Sometimes it's your backside and stays out. It doesn't matter how it stays out, as long as it stays out.
Thanks for coming over so quickly. Well done today.
Thanks, Jim.
With Jim Rosenthal.
OK, let's get an after-match verdict from both of you. You first, Graham.
Well, I thought it was a very good game. You know what they say about 0-0 draws, but I thought this was a good game. A lot of incident. Thought we perhaps didn't have the rub of the green 1 or 2 occasions, but you're always bound to think that about your own side. Tremendous save, wasn't it, by the boy Leighton, and then our lad at the end.
Alec?
Well, I thought that Villa had the better chances, although that mainly from set pieces. And the start of the game they had hit the bar, and just after half-time had 2 or 3 opportunities. But I thought that we held the territorial advantage, but didn't make better use of the ball, particularly in the opposing half.
Right. How do you now see the overall picture? Because things have really tightened up at the top of the division, haven't they, this weekend?
Well, I wish I was up there being part of it. Yeah, they have, Jim. I mean, I've backed Arsenal all of the way if it's right for another manager to back them. But, you know, it's so funny, isn't it? When you get in a race and you start looking over your shoulder, anything can happen.
And Alec, do you look back at 1 or 2 points that you've dropped, especially after what happened at Highbury yesterday, and think, I just wish we got those so we could be really a bit closer?
Well, we spoke about that before the Norwich game, really. We thought that it could happen, the possibility, because it's a long time been in the lead. No have any experience of being in the lead. And from now on, it's nip and tuck.
Nip and tuck. Thanks a lot, both.
Right. Well, Alex Ferguson and Manchester United got a real tough one next week in the Cup against Nottingham Forest. We're back in 2 weeks' time. That's Spurs against Liverpool. But from all of us here at Villa Park, it's bye-bye.